All right, everybody, welcome to the stream. My name is Husher, and today we're gonna watch MoreParz because a lot of people in the chat have recommended this to me, and I've also seen it pop in my recommendations. I trust my chat's recommendations a lot lately, so we're gonna check it out. I haven't checked out anything from this channel yet, but I've seen it also in my recommendations because I wanted to do it blindly here on stream or in this video. So let's give it a shot. And I just want to say I love animals, so I think I'm gonna like it. Let's go. Oh damn.
Okay, so as the Aussie
Wait, that was like unexpected. Wait, the first thing I saw was a freaking kangaroo jumping on water like a kangaroo version of Jesus.
animal guy, I feel like I might owe you an explanation for this one. That is a normal fucking Roo.
Oh, jeez.
No, he is not Roosus Christ.
Roosus
He's not
Christ,
the second
nice.
coming, and he's not going to turn your water into wine.
Aw.
Alright, he might turn it into VB if you ask nice.
Nice.
But if that's the case, how the fuck is he stealing the Son of God's passive? Well, the answer is fucking sand.
I don't
No.
like sand.
Yeah, you see, what's far more likely than a Roo being enchanted with water walking is that he's actually running on a sandbar. That is basically just a fancy description for ocean currents piling up a shitload of sand into one place, creating an offshore segment of the water that's not much deeper than a fucking kid's pool.
Oh
Now,
boy.
Roos know about sandbars, and they actually very frequently use them as a shortcut to get from A to B to find more food.
That's cool.
So, while it looks like Skippy here is stealing Jesus' entire fucking flow, he's actually on a Macca's mish.
Let me get a...
He's trying to do a dive through. Nice. VB tastes like piss. I never had VB. Damn. Okay, next.
This is the world's oldest shark.
We got a boomer!
But how old actually is it? This absolute fossil over here is the Greenland shark.
Oh.
And this may come as a shock to you, but the Greenland shark is found in fucking Greenland, man.
Okay, thank God. I thought it was gonna say it's not in Greenland, and I would have been like, oh my God. Turns out Jesus has already turned, but he's a kangaroo. Nice one.
And with Grandpa Shark here coming in at a fucking kaiju-sized 6 meters
Whoa.
in length and a literal fucking ton in weight,
That's
this
huge.
senior citizen probably
That's what
worked
she
with
said.
Godzilla back in his fucking day. But how senior is senior? Well, you might be expecting him to say something along the lines of, 100 years, maybe 150 years, right? Try higher. No, not 200. Close, but not 300 either.
Chocolate.
No, the Greenland shark can live
600.
up to 500 fucking years.
Oh, 500. Close.
I don't think you understand how old that is. So, to put it in perspective, this is Bob. Bob has just turned 500. Here is a list of things this has lived through. All 8 of King Henry's divorces. The invention of chocolate.
I remember when they first invented chocolate.
Chocolate.
Shakespeare's entire lifespan, the Boston Tea Party, the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the founding of the United States, the colonization of Australia, the Industrial fucking Revolution,
Factorio.
the invention of the light bulb and adoption of electricity, the Titanic becoming a submarine, World War I, the Great Depression, World War II, the Vietnam War.
Like, it's almost like he makes it seem like the shark was actually there.
The fucking moon landing and the invention of the internet. The first episode of SpongeBob. Schlatt's crimes in 99. 2001.
He just like
The
was
invasion
there.
of Iraq. The global financial crisis. The death of Harambe. Australia catching fire.
What?
The virus. And it's still with us today to watch fucking TikTok. This is
Wow, damn, ancient ass shark. Well, technically, if he's 500 years old, he was born around 1500, like maybe around the same time that Philippines was discovered and colonized by Spain. Like 15 something something, 1520. Sorry, I thought I heard a nerd speaking. Well, better smart than stupid. You know, you can call me a nerd all you like, but at least I'm fucking hot. Other people are not even smart, but they're ugly. Wow, boo-hoo. Bro, that was so fucking weird. I'm sorry. Anyways.
I don't think you understand just how old sharks are.
Wait, I should have, you know what I should have done? I should have done like, does he have a playlist? No, he doesn't. Okay, let's do like popular ones, or do we do latest ones? Let's do random. I feel like random would be fun. I feel like if it's not random, I feel like it's just a mix, too mixed. It's not as mixed enough.
Australia has a straight up Pokemon.
It's Pikachu! Pikachu!
Introducing the brush-tailed possum. More specifically, the golden brush-tailed possum.
Ooh.
Native to the land down under and one of
Satan
the
Zoo.
rare examples of an
Australia.
Australian animal that isn't expressly designed to DoorDash you straight to heaven. You see, the brush-tail is one of a grand total of 23 species of Australian possum, which, despite the name, share absolutely no relation to the red-blooded American opossum. These adorable little marsupials come in all
cute.
shapes and sizes, from the ringtail possum to the sugar glider, and to our protagonist here,
no.
the golden brushtail, which
Wow.
is really just
He
a
really looks very
common
cute.
brush-tailed possum with a rare genetic mutation called leucism that causes them to lose the pigment in their skin. So, basically,
He's pretty.
it's a fucking shiny Pokemon. Coming in
He's an albino-ish? Is that the same thing? Basically just a possum in a Pikachu cosplay, but do not be fooled. This thing will fuck you up when threatened. Oh
around
my.
4.5 kilos.
So
and
basically every animal in Australia, right?
40 centimeters in length, these tree-dwelling marsupials are nocturnal and primarily herbivores, mainly consisting on a diet of leaves and fruit. And for added cute points, as marsupials, yes, they carry around their babies in a little pouch like their roided-out cousin, the kangaroo. However, come on, the thing is from Australia, you didn't really think these bad boys would be squeaky clean, did ya? You see, they aren't entirely herbivores. Sure, they love a good salad. They will also quite happily raid a bird's nest and turn Tweety's kids into a 3-egg omelette.
Oh
Roadkill?
god.
Sounds like a fine steak dinner.
So they're kind of like a scavenger, right?
Me. And just because it's not a venomous predator doesn't mean it can't take your fucking finger off. And the cherry on top,
Ooh.
Aussie Pikachu here doesn't go Pika Pika. No, you see, Down Under doesn't have Pokemon trainers, because when you step into the tall grass out here, you hear this absolute fucking demon. Australia has...
Whoa, that's like the screams from the depths of hell. Like a banshee or something. Whoa, damn. That cute thing sounds like that? Hell no. Oh, okay, it won't next the video. Fuck you then. Ooh.
This is Australia's most common snake, and that's
Nice.
quite a problem, because
Oh.
it's also one of the world's deadliest.
Oh, what? Whoa, damn. I'm sorry, Australia.
Introducing the eastern brown snake, native to quite literally every state in the land down under. And unlike
Oh my god. That's actually crazy. Hey guys, I'm just gonna go out. Oh look, a snake. Oh.
luckily for us, this asshole has earned himself a silver medal in the Note Rope Olympics venom category, coming in
Oh, boy.
second place for the most venomous snake in the world. It is worth noting that third and first place are unsurprisingly also both held by Australians.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we're just fucked if you live in Australia. The top 3 deadliest snakes are in your area. The ads in Australian websites must be crazy. Meet hot, dangerous snakes in your area. I don't know, man.
Snakes. Because God hates us. However, unlike first and third, the toxic middle child here is a far larger problem. Because putting it lightly, he's a cunt.
Oh. Ooh.
The Eastern Brown is one of the most...
That makes me think living in Australia is like playing Elden Ring.
territorial species of snake in the world, which is a scientific way of saying they operate on the US home defense philosophy. If you dare put a pinky toe onto this guy's property, he will bite your ass,
no.
injecting you with a hemotoxin that can send you to heaven via blood clot in under 30 minutes if left untreated.
Oh boy.
But hey, stay off his property and he'll leave you alone, right? Yeah, one problem. his property is your property.
Oh God. Haha, a poisonous roommate. Look at that.
That's right, the eastern brown doesn't live out in the middle of nowhere like his slightly more deadly cousin. This fucker is so at home in the suburbs, he drives a f***ing Prius. You can find this burnt piece of spaghetti literally
Burnt piece of
anywhere.
spaghetti.
Go to put your shoes on, he's turned them into a 2-bedroom home. Hop in the car to go to work. Yeah, unfortunately, that's his car now.
Oh
Get
my
to work on the
God.
job site. What do you know? He f***ing works here too.
What? Man, this is why Australians are just so chill. They're like, there's probably a snake somewhere here today that could kill me, but whatever. I'm busy. I'm working. Whatever the fuck.
Try to take a shower after a long day at work. F*** off. He's moisturising. You can't even take a shit in the comfort of your own home without running the risk of the dunny being occupied.
That's okay. Now that I could have lived with the other ones, but this one, no, ma'am. No. Please don't bite my butt. No. No.
In fact, these bastards are so...
I can't even poop in peace. My poop's not gonna come out at that point. If I poop, I don't poop. As a girl, we don't poop. But hypothetically, if I did, it would not come out because I just can't stop thinking about a snake.
Omnipresent that out of the 200 species of snake in the country, this ginormous asshole makes up 60% of snake bites.
Oh, Jesus.
What a cunt.
Oh my God.
If it bites you, it's venomous. If you bite it and it harms you, it's poisonous.
Ah, yes. If it bites you, it's venomous. If you're the one who bites it and you get hurt, it's poisonous. I see. Don't bite my butt. I'm afraid it gets... Okay, that's a weird... I didn't think that. But yeah, I don't want my last breath to be on a toilet. That sounds like a bad time. Also, I love the Elden Ring music.
What a cunt.
Brown serpent, guardian of the bowl.
This is Australia's...
Nice. What's wrong, Callie? What do you want? Been meowing at me for the last 5 minutes. How do you even deal with one of these? Because y'all don't get snake shot or guns for that matter. Wait, they don't get snake shots? It's treatable, it seems, because they said you'll die in 30 minutes if untreated, which means it can be treated. Okay, we'll watch one more and I think we'll be done for today because my head hurts. Okay, let's do this.
This bird is a vampire.
Ooh, nice.
Introducing the vampire ground finch, native to the Galapagos Islands, and a great example of the horrifying affronts to the universe that evolution can produce when it decides to do a little trolling. Now you see, at first glance, this is the most boring vampire you can possibly imagine. Coming in at a measly 12 centimeters.
Wow, that's big.
And a mere 20 grams in weight.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Rocking a
That's
feather
heavy.
pattern I can best describe as a Minecraft dirt block, and as it turns out, the bastards that wrote Twilight lied to me because it doesn't even fucking sparkle. So if it's missing fangs, angst, a cape, and the funny accent,
You must bounce on it.
how does it qualify as a vampire? Simple.
Nice accent.
Drinks a shitload of blood. You see, most birds eat seeds and insects, and while the vampire finch can eat those too, there is a problem. They live on an island, and that island is very small. In fact, they're only found on 2
It can't be that small. It's probably average size.
of the Galapagos Islands, and small islands means a far smaller amount of that food to go around. To the point where these finches can't rely on it as their sole source, which for a bird usually isn't a problem, because
Foreshadowing.
they don't need a plane ticket to just f*** off and fly somewhere. However, as the name suggests, the vampire ground finch can't fly for shit. So, how do they get their food? They suck it
They're basically like a chicken. A small chicken.
out of someone that can. This, don't laugh, is the Nazca booby. Hey, stop giggling back there.
Sorry.
Another species of bird native to the islands. They are very strong flyers that feed on fish. They also nest on the islands, which is where our feathery Nosferatu comes to play. You see, when the boobies... Stop giggling. Come to roost, the vampire finch will sneak over and hop onto their back. Then, using their razor-sharp beak, they will poke a very small, borderline painless hole into one of the bird's flight feathers. Once the blood is flowing freely, the vampire finch gorge themselves on it. See, as it turns out, blood
is so brutal. What the?
is macro-friendly. And considering these things are living creatures, they just make more blood. In essence, giving the vampire finch an infinite food source. In fact, they can get so much blood from these birds, it is not uncommon to see multiple finches sucking from the same boobie.
Oh my god. Oh yes. Booby blood. Ugh. Another gooner just joined the garden.
I'm sorry.
Oh god. That's so funny. Cerulean Knight,
This
thanks so much for the
bird
follow.
is a vampire.
Wait, I want to pause it and like skip the bit like
This bird is a vampire.
I'm trying to like find the part because I kind of blanked out.
Come to roost, the beak, they vampire finch gorge themselves birds' flight feathers. Once the sneak over and hop onto their back. Then, using their razor-sharp beak, they will poke a very small, borderline painless hole into one of the bird's flight feathers.
They
Once
don't
the
feel
blood
it.
is flowing freely, the vampire finch gorge themselves on it. See, as it turns out, blood is macro-friendly. And considering these things are living creatures, they just make more blood. In essence, giving the vampire finch an infinite food source. In fact, they can get so much blood from these birds, it is not uncommon.
Wait, they don't die of blood loss? Wait, so maybe they don't consume that much of blood, right?
To see multiple finches sucking from the same boobie.
Oh my god. That joke.
I can't say that shit without cracking up.
Okay, well, that was enough for today. I feel like we've watched significant amount. I'm also headachy. So we're gonna end the stream here today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely day ahead of you.